With a chance to take the AL East lead. Boston playing the second of forward Skydome. Bottom six runners on first and second. Tony Batista past John Valentin, who started for Shea Hillenbrand. Raul Mondesi and Brian Simmons scored, and we're tied at 4. Bottom 9, 2 out first and second. Carlos Delgado to short left. Look at Valentin. Oh, with a Willie Mays catch from third base. Bottom 10 now. They're full for Darren Fletcher facing Derek Lowe, but Fletcher grounds into the 6-2-3 as Lowe gets out of a huge jam. Top 11 now. Jason Varitek facing Billy Koch, and Jason Varitek has been hitting everything lately. That's in the center. It scores Mike Lansing, who led off the 11th inning with a double. Koch the loss. He drops to 0-2, and the Red Sox win an extra 6-4. They move a game ahead of the Yankees for the AL East lead. Boston has won 4 of 5 from Toronto this year. Red Sox have won 3 straight overall. Jays have dropped 5 of their last 6. They're now 2 games below 500. Toronto, Canada, hello. Larry King, Vince Carter, and the Red Sox all at Skydome Saturday. Top 2, Manny. Say hello to my left right. Taking Joey Hamilton into the 4th deck. Ramirez is 17th. It's 1-0 Boston. Top 9, 1-1. Carl Everett batting lefty against Dan Plesac after striking out right-handed against Plesac on Friday. And this is over the restaurant. Everett's 6th makes it 2-1 Boston. Everett said, when I got back to the dugout, David Cohn said I hit it in someone's soup. Bottom 9, Rod Beck trying to close and getting Brian Simmons. Beck worked a 1-2-3 ninth with a 1-run lead, and the Red Sox hang on 2-1. They have won 4 straight overall. Blue Jays have dropped 11 of their last 13. Boston now 5-1 against 4.
Bo Sox down 2-zip. Manny Ramirez. If you're a player and you know you got to strike the pose and you get on the field and it's rolling, rolls. 491 feet, 5th deck, longest home run ever at Skydome. Take another look. That's just ridiculous. Mark McGwire had the previous record of 488 feet. I think he used driver instead of 3-wood, man. Next batter, Dante Bichette getting his back-to-back Jack Mack on. 2nd homer of the season for Dante. 2nd time this year that Chris Carpenter has given up back-to-back homers. Bottom 9, Derek Lowe treating Tony Batista like a dog. Stay, sit. Boston gets out-hit 13-8, and they still win 5-4. Manny's ball landed on a tarp and bounced up toward a hotel window, said Boston's Brian Daubach. I've never seen anything like that. Said Manny, it only counts for 1 run, so why go crazy about it?
Many more things. Devil Rays and the Jays, Buck getting his hat on, getting his swerve on. Delgado, yard work. 3-zip, Delgado's 19th. He went 3 for 4 with 3 ribeye steaks, and then Mondesi up a Doug Creek, Dawson's Creek. Jays go on for a 13-1 win. Mondesi goes 4 for 5. Delgado and Mondesi 7 for 9.
Blue Jays ended a 5-game losing streak Tuesday. This time against the Devil Rays. 22-year-old rookie Joe Kennedy making his major league debut, and that is a major league hook. The Deuce, the Yacker, the Yellow Hammer gets Shannon Stewart on his very first batter. Then his 3rd batter, well, Mondesi looks at strike 3. Bottom 5th, runners on 1st and 2nd for Brad Fulmer. Bradley Ryan Fulmer, you get in this house right now. A 3-6-1 twin killing. Kennedy 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and Tampa Bay wins it 6-2. Kid's not bad with 6-0 with an ERA of .99 and 11 doubles. Blue Jays beat the Marlins at Skydome on Shannon Stewart's 10th inning double, the 14th double of the game. Blue Jays with 6 doubles. Marlins had a team record 8.
Marlins and the Blue Jays, and here in the first, Chris Carpenter to Cliff Floyd. Floyd buries this. That's the last pitch he would see, Jason. They walked him intentionally 3 times after that.
Not a bad idea.
Thank you. Yeah, A.J. Burnett, meantime, other side, and Burnett, he has been sensational.
Ever since that no-hitter, A.J. Burnett has been a different pitcher.
High fly ball in the left field.
See him getting Raul Mondesi to flat here. Tremendous life on his fastball. Carlos Delgado lets the bat. Not very good contact there. And now Darren Fletcher next. Watch him chase this ball. Whoa. That fastball is alive.
Now here in the top of the 9th, Preston Wilson, the big cut. He takes a big swing.
Watch him. Ooh. Now watch Preston Wilson grab that back. If you're the Marlins, you sure don't want to see this. Ooh, that hurt. Later would leave the game.
Walking the at-bat. It really cranks it up. Here, next man up is Mike Lowell. Mike Lowell, good RBI, man. This is deep and doing some damage. And one rebel score. Terrence
will score.
Could it be?
3 runs will score.
He scored.
Marlins get a 6-1 lead. That'd do it. A.J. Burnett's second complete game of his career. The first was the no-hitter in May. Funny thing about that, Jason, he allowed 10 base runners in the no-hitter against the Padres. Only 3 base runners in this game.
Yeah, well, walked 9 in that no-hitter, has walked 8 unintentionally in all the starts since then. Now has 6 starts out of his 7, which he's given up 1 run or none. Amazing.
Best National League interleague record belongs to the Fish, 40-28. 10-4 against the Jays. Tony Perez watching Tony Batista. Kevin Millar coming up. Pretty play at the wall.
They can't keep him out of the lineup.
All right, more Marlins D. Pitty, Stewart, Kay, Johnson, great throw. Berg, done. Alberto Castillo, thanks for running. Derek Lee, a liner. Stewart. Right, that's a tough slide. All the way to the wall it goes. Johnson comes in to score. Millar also comes in to score. Marlins lead at 3-zip. We jump to the 4th, 3-1. Mondesi on second, going to third. CJ nails him.
Don't run on Charles Johnson. A left-handed hitter up there. He's got all kind of room to throw down to third base. Look at that. It's just open up for him. Throw right there. Low, applies the tag. You can't do it.
What could have been perhaps the start of a Blue Jay rally snuffed. Meantime, Penny, Batista to fly out to Mabry. Toronto, good opportunity. It's wasted. Loaded for the Fish. Swinging a drive. Alex Gonzalez, left center. All the way to the gap. Johnson's comes across. Guess who else scored? Millar and Lee. Marlins up 6-1. They win at 7-2. Florida's 8 and 9 hitters had 5. The Marlins 7 runs batted in.
Game set at Skydome. Top 6. Brian Jordan, a 2-run shot, is 6th, and it's 3-2 Braves. Chris Mahalik allowed 3 runs on 5 hits and 5 2/3. Bottom 6 now. Homer Bush to short. Rafael Furcal. Everyone's safe. Brant Fulmer scores. We're tied 3-3. Remember, the Braves began Monday with the fewest errors in the majors. Next batter, Shannon Stewart. The second, Gilvio Veras. Gilvio, my landlord. Boost the double play ball. Would have ended the inning. Darren Fletcher scores. It's 4-3 Jays. Next batter, it's Aegon. Alex Gonzalez. Jason Marquis airmails it. 3 straight Atlanta errors at 5-3 Toronto, Bobby Cox, your thoughts? Thank you. Top 7 for call facing Paul Quantrill. Men on second and third. Dave Martinez scores, but Veras gets hung up, and the Braves are down 5-4. Bottom 7, Mike Remlinger facing Stewart. To right, look at Brian Jordan. Kind of gets caught in between hops here. Ridley rolls to the wall. 2 runs come in at 7-4 Jays. And then after the inning, some drama. Look at Remlinger and pitching coach Leo Mazzoni. Issues. Toronto wins 9-4. The Braves committing 4 errors after coming into the game with only 31 all year and the second best fielding percentage.
In Toronto, Blue Jays starter Steve Harris in some trouble in the 6th. Bases full, 1 out for Brian Jordan. That's a double play ball, actually, but what happened to this throw? In the dirt, a run would score 1-0 Atlanta. Bottom 6, same score. Odalis Perez against Shannon Stewart. Stewart, a 4-6-3 double play, one of 3 double plays turned by Atlanta for Perez. 3-0 Atlanta. Perez against Jose Cruz Jr. Perez, 8 innings, 5 hits allowed, 4 Ks, and a shutout. Perez, who missed all last season with Tommy John surgery, gets the job done. So Perez, Toronto has taken 6 of the last 8 meetings against Atlanta. Alex Gonzalez, well aware, with 2 men on, off of Tom Glavine. A 3-run home run. Gonzalez's 7th homer of the year. He was 2 for 6 in this game with 3 runs scored. He's hitting .249. 6-1 Toronto with a man on, 2 outs. Gilvio Veras into the corner. Wes Helms is being waved home. Shannon Stewart comes up throwing. The relay to the plate. Helms tagged out by Alberto Castillo. Helms doesn't buy it, arguing with a home plate ump, and then he gets thrown out. What's your call? Castillo's foot blocks the plate and kicks Helms as he slides. Bobby Cox arguing with umpire Rick Reed and gets ejected. And the jacket is gone. Wait, check it out. Lose the jacket. Don't. That's enough clothes coming off, please, Bobby. Bottom 4, Glavine. Ooh, hitting Raul Mondesi in the leg. Now, as Mondesi goes to first, Glavine tells him that he did not intentionally hit him. At least I think that's what Tom is saying. I don't know. Uh-oh. What are they coming out for? Look at Sean Rocker, who comes in from the bullpen. Rocker gets into it with Mondesi. And then our buddy, Buck Martinez, used to work here, and the umpires calm Mondesi down. And after all this fireworks going on at Skydome, nobody gets thrown out, but the Blue Jays have a victory 12-5. Shannon Stewart, a very important player in this game, a .375 lifetime hitter against Atlanta, has scored 11 runs in 12 games against the Braves. He scored 4 times in this one. 3 RBIs for Carlos Delgado, 4 hits for Homer Bush. That nagging shoulder pain taking its toll, looks like, on Tom Glavine. He's allowed at least 4 runs in each of his last 4 starts.
Back on baseball tonight for the Blue Jays and the Expos. In the top of the third, Jose Cruz Jr. Seems like every game you see this incredible power the other way. 8th of the year, 4-1 Toronto. Vladimir Guerrero figuring here on defense. Chris Carpenter, the pitcher, gets robbed. And then Shannon Stewart, the next man up. And watch Guerrero again. Look at that speed.
Wow.
Stewart cannot believe it.
And he had an amazing throw in this game, too. No surprise there.
Well, Chris Carpenter in a bit of a jam, bases loaded, nobody out.
First pitch swinging.
Orlando Cabrera swinging at the first pitch. I don't think we're going to run on Mr. Mondesi, not with just 1 out. Jeff Bloom, the next hitter. He hits it hard, but right at Tony Batista. Carpenter's got a shot at getting out of this. Michael Barrett hit a big home run against the Yankees earlier in the week. And hits a ground ball to second base, so Carpenter gets out of a massive jam there.
Top 7 Jays up 7-3, and it's Jose Cruz Jr. Drives in Alex Gonzalez. Cruz's 4th hit of the game, and Toronto goes on to win 9-3. Chris Carpenter improving at 6-0 on the road, the best road mark in the majors.
Meantime, some guys going for the cycle in this. Here's Vladdy impaling Vladimir Guerrero on Esteban Loaiza with a man on. 2nd in the league in doubles. You drive in Jose Vidro. Oh, he's going to 3rd. Stays there. So it's 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Expos, though, would later score in the inning. Now top of the 3rd, Shannon Stewart on Matt Blank. Crushes this. Milton Bradley, long way to go.
Another ball that really carried.
Blue Jays, though, would not score in this inning.
What'd they do, loan them the bats from the College World Series?
Here in the 3rd, Guerrero with a man on, drills this. Yeah, he had to reach out and get that, and he put it out.
He got his arms extended, but that's ridiculous.
He broke out last year's baseball thing. Here it's 3-1. And Stewart, with 2 outs, crushes this. And more damage. Stewart go all the way around to 3rd. Stewart would be a homer short of the cycle. Just like John Olerud would be. Of course, they're still playing. Blue Jays would not score after all that. And here, Jays trailing 4-2, and Brian Simmons ripped that. Watch Lee Stevens.
Welcome to the infield, boys. Don't tell me this is an easy position to play, and don't tell me you want to be on that field when people are hitting the ball that hard at you. And he stays in this game.
I had to bust his nose, you'd figure, in the way it looked. Meantime, here, Kelvin Escobar gets Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero falls short of the shot cycle. He needed a triple for the cycle, and the Expos take this game 7-2. 11,113 there to see it for Stewart, 3 for 5.
Expos and Blue Jays, bottom 9 tied at 1, 2 on, 1 out. Orlando Cabrera gone. Paul Quantrill. Expos win it, taking 2 of 3 from their Canadian counterparts. The Expos' first series win since mid-May. Attendance for Sunday's game, just over 8,400. A scrimmage between the Leafs and Canadians would have.
Pitcher, well, this guy, Steve Paris, is on the waiver list. Nobody's claimed him yet. He got a shot. Tie score, 1 out, bases loaded. Paris against Jerry Hairston. Raul Mondesi. Mondesi has skills. Melvin Mora, who had 1 hit, running home. Mondesi the throw. Darren Fletcher, great tag on Mora on the back. Take another look in case you missed it the first time. What were you looking at when you missed it the first time? Fletcher puts the great tag on Mora, who dives into home, trying to avoid it. Double play ends the inning, still tied. Bottom 7, still tied. Man on 3rd, David Segui. Dangerous hitter. 2 for 3. Down the line, it goes for a double. That brings home Brian Roberts, who had tripled. Orioles win 3-2. Jay Gibbons with his 2nd homer in 2 games. And once again, worth repeating.
1977. There's Cal, always time for the fans, and they love him too. A appreciation for 21 years of service. Bottom second against Joey Hamilton. Little chopper over to short. He's out. Ripken didn't get the ball out of the infield, but he's got a season pass for an offer if he needs to. The guy's done everything. Top four, 2-0 Baltimore. Josh Towers against Brad Fulmer. Flies out to Brady Anderson, no relation. Anderson, he's charging. He wants to get Raul Mondesi. Now, Mondesi's thrown out more in his share, and now he's on the other end of it. Oh, Anderson and the O's get out of trouble in the fourth. Bottom four, same score, David Segui. Hello. Not just one, but two solo home runs for Segui. 3-0 Orioles at that point. Segui's 7th home run. The O's win it 5-1. And on Lou Gehrig's 98th birthday.
Tomorrow, bottom five. Would you believe Jay Gibbons here is actually going to be aiming for the foul pole and left? Off of Kelvin Escobar. Bullseye. Home run. 4th straight game with a homer for Gibbons. Bottom 7, 2 out. We're tied at 5. Cal's up with the bags full. Popped softly out to Carlos Delgado. Ripped 1 for 5 and a run scored. We're still tied. Bottom 8, 2 on for Brian Simmons against Mike Tremblay. Simmons flying out to Mike Kincaid. Alex Gonzalez would score on the sac fly. Alex was 2 for 4, and the Jays win, stopping a 4-game losing streak.
Center with the Blue Jays in for the first of 3 at Fenway. Nomar in uniform. Top 4, Raul Mondesi. Say hello to my little fry. Off of Deo Nomo solo shot. Mondesi's 200th career home run and his 13th this season. 1-0 Toronto. And this is the kid that caught the ball, and he's ready to negotiate. Mondesi gets the souvenir. Top 5, Red Sox up 2-1 after a Trot Nixon home run. Nomo gets Alex Gonzalez. 2 batters later, it's Jeff Fry. Next up, Shannon Stewart. Nomo with 12 strikeouts. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits in 8 innings. Bottom 8, 3-2 Toronto. Jose Offerman into center, and it's just going to drop in there. Shea Hillenbrand comes in to score, and we're tied at 3. Still 3-3 in the 9th. Carlos Delgado, first pitch off Pete Shurik, and it's over the monster. Solo shot, Delgado's 21st, but he's got only 5 homers in his last 33 games. That one's the difference, though. Blue Jays win 4-3. Toronto beating Boston for just the 2nd time in 8 meetings. Red Sox lose despite another solid Fenway outing for Nomo, who struck out at least 10 batters for the 3rd time this season. Saturday at Fenway, the Jays will look to win 3 straight overall, the first time since April 27th. The game, Shannon Stewart off Frank Castillo. D-Lou, Darren Lewis, the diving catch, but Castillo lasted only 1 1/3, allowed 7 runs on 5 hits. Bottom 1, Manny, who earlier in the year hit the longest homer in Skydome history at 491 feet, pummels Chris Mahalik. This one measured at 463. Top 2, 1st and 2nd, Raul Mondesi. Rolando Araujo, oh no! Botches the double play. Ball on that. Keeps the inning alive for Jose Cruz Jr., who singles to right. Stewart and Homer Bush score a 7-run Toronto second, as again Araujo ineffective out of the bullpen. Top 3, Jeff Fry. Foul toward 3rd. Shea Hillenbrand sticks the landing. Bottom 3rd, Manny. Say hello to my little fry. Takes Mahalik off the light tower, a solo shot. Wicked fire. 501 feet, 2nd longest homer in Fenway history. His 4th career multi-homer, 4th multi-homer game this year. Bottom 4, Manny up with the bases loaded. Grounds to Jeff Fry, though. Inning over. Trot Nixon and the Red Sox squander a great scoring chance. Bottom 8, former Red Sox Paul Quantrill in to stop another Boston rally. Bases loaded. He rings up Nixon with a beauty on the inside corner. Next batter, it's Manny Ramirez in a big spot again. This time, he gets jammed with a fastball. 2 outs now. Finally, Dante Bichette, who homered earlier. Fry tags Jose Offerman to end the inning, and Quantrill gets out of a huge jam, preserving the Blue Jays win. Boston has lost 2 straight after a 4-game winning streak. Manny's 2 home runs Saturday totaling 964 feet. The measurement of 501 feet on the second one. Just a guess, considering Ramirez hit the ball into the light towers, and maybe a politically correct measurement in Boston, where the longest home run ever is 502 feet by Ted Williams.
Through 8 innings of no-hit ball in his last start. Alberto Castillo, top 3, no score. So you're sitting there in your lazy boy and say, I can hit that knuckleball. Here's another one. Get about 1.5 rotations on that. You know you got a good one. And Castillo, how about one more time, though? Wakefield, 7 Ks on the day. Top 4, still scoreless. Carlos Delgado. Well, Chopper Wakefield gets the comebacker, gets his man, still no score. Top 9, Blue Jays up 3-2, and Carlos Delgado against Rod Beck, and it is gone. Dead central. I like the fan going over there to get souvenir. I got it. Delgado's 22nd on the year. Blue Jays win it by the final of 5-2. This was the Jays' first 3-game sweep in Boston in almost 12 years. Wakefield has allowed only 4 hits in his last 15-plus innings. Billy Koch saved his 14th game in 16 opportunities. Shannon Stewart's been ejected twice this season, both times at Fenway.
And the bid 1-0 O's when Jay Gibbons does that, responding to a good visual. A 3-run home run, Gibbons 7th of the year, 4-0 Baltimore. He was 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. Carlos Delgado up with 2 on. Delgado picking his spots down the line. That scores Homer Bush and Raul Mondesi. Delgado his 53rd and 54th RBI of the year. Jays within 2. Delgado hitting .270. Still 4-2 O's, Darren Fletcher. David Segui. Nice stop. Top 6, 5-2 O's. Brady Anderson up. Runners in scoring position, 2 out. Anderson likes this pitch. Taking Pedro Borbon off the wall. Melvin Moore. Cal Ripken would score on the double by Brady Anderson, who was 1 for 5. Orioles win 8-2, leaving Toronto in a foul mood. Jay Gibbons, a former Blue Jays farmhand, has now homered in each of the 4 games he has played against his former organization. 3 hits each for Melvin Moore and Jeff Conine. Toronto's win streak ends at 4. Joey Hamilton rocked for 7 runs on 11 hits in 5 2/3. Speaking of Baltimore, the Orioles on Monday claimed Tony Batista off waivers. You saw him in the O's uni. 27-year-old third baseman hit 41 homers, drove in 114 runs last season, but was hitting just .207 this year. The O's have to pay the rest of his salary, plus the $10.5 million he's slated to get over the next 2 years.
The lineup card making his Oriole debut against his former mates, the Blue Jays. Top 7, tied at 1, 2 on. Batista, that's a base hit. No, it's not. Jeff Fry turns 2. His former teammates know exactly where to play him. The Batista shift. Bottom of the 7th, Raul Mondesi on first. Jose Cruz off Jason Johnson. Johnson pitched a complete game, but he lost anyway. Cruz's 9th homer of the season. Melvin Moore up. Batista on deck. Top 9, 2 outs, 2 on. And Batista doesn't get a chance. Billy Koch strikes out Moore. Their bubble, top of the 6th, tied at 3. The former Jay Tony Batista with a man on. Get out of town, and you know he means that. Trying to slip me through the waiver wire. Are you kidding? Same inning. David Segui with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Segui the single. Brooke Fordyce would score. Jerry Hairston Jr. is sliding in, and he is safe. Segui the 2nd on the throw. The O's at a 7-3 lead. Bottom 7, same score. Jose Mercedes cruising. Chris Woodard rips the shot. There's Cal making a great leaping catch like he's 20 instead of 40. And the Orioles win 7-3.
Batista going through those pre-game rituals at third, checking the sun. Yeah, it's up there. Batista. Hey, check this out. For the new Jays third baseman, Chris Woodard, he can't field it. Woodward's 2nd error of the day. That was, Batista saying, and that wasn't me. Gibbons ripping it. Jeff Fry diving it, but can't put his glove on it. Batista would score. 3-0 Orioles. Jays surrender 3 unearned runs. What about Sidney Ponson? Well, he had super stuff all day long. Ask Alex Gonzalez. Bottom 7 now. Sidney all over Jose Cruz Jr. with the breaking stuff. And then to the bottom of the 8th, that nasty breaking stuff again gets Gonzalez. Bottom 9 looking for the complete game shutout. Jeff Fry was just looking at a high breaking ball. Ponson retired 23 of the last 24 he faced, chalking up his 2nd career shutout, pitching a 2-hitter, 5-0, the final. As he retired, hit 16 straight batters before starting in the 2nd inning. He struck out 6 and walked 1. Ponson threw the shutout despite claiming he wasn't fully awake. Said, Sidney, I'm a night guy. I don't feel right this early. I'm used to getting up at noon or 1, and the body doesn't start going until 2. The game started at 12:30.
To play in the series opener at Skydome. Bottom 1, Tim Wakefield facing Raul Mondesi, who hammers this one. A 2-run shot is 14th. 3-0 Blue Jays. Wakefield worked 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned on 8 hits. He struck out 8. Bases loaded for Manny in the 3rd against Steve Paris, and we'll always have Paris. He gets out of the jam. Top 6. This is Brian Daubach, and that's a home run. His 12th. Red Sox within 1. Paris 5 1/3. 2 runs on 5 hits. He walked 7 guys. Later in the inning, bases loaded, Shea Hillenbrand, but Pedro Borbon gets him to hit into the 5-4-3 to end the inning. Top 7, Red Sox down 4-2. Manny facing Paul Quantrill, who has owned the Red Sox this year, but Manny gets a little bit back. A 2-run shot is 24th, ties it at 4. Bottom 8, runner at third, Tony Fernandez. Brian Daubach has made himself a solid defensive first baseman. Great play, run does not score. Bases loaded later in the inning, though, as Bryce Flory has all kinds of control issues, and when you're facing Raul Mondesi, it's not a good time to have control issues. Mondesi, his 4th career grand slam, 2nd home run of the game. He tied a career high with 6 RBI, and Toronto wins 8-4. Quantrill gets the win despite giving up the game-tying home run to Ramirez. Quantrill 7-1 this season, not bad for a relief pitcher. Bryce Flory the loss. Red Sox have dropped 3 straight and 6 of 8 in lead. Look who was taking BP at Skydome. Nomar Garciaparra making his first road trip of the year. Top 2, Manny. With the Red Sox up 3-0 and the bases loaded, he rips it into the corner and left. Jose Offerman and Scott Hatterberg come in. Ramirez, the 2-run double, and it's 5-0 Red Sox. Bottom 4, Jose Cruz Jr. facing David Cone. Again, Brian Daubach has worked himself into a good defensive first baseman. Cone went 6 innings, allowed 1 earned run on 8 hits. He struck out 3, did not walk a batter. Bottom 9, Red Sox up 7-4. Alex Gonzalez goes over Trot Nixon's head. 1 run comes in, and Toronto is within 2. Next batter, Raul Mondesi, who's hit 3 homers versus Boston in 24 hours. Pops out to Darren Lewis. Too close, nobody can advance. Next batter, Carlos Delgado in an 0-for-16 slump. They give him the free pass to load him up for Brad Fulmer, and Fulmer goes up the middle. Jose Offerman, easy. He's got it. Red Sox win 7-5. You always got to hold your breath on those. David Cone wins his